while discussing the population growth and distribution of India, we have to analyze the demographic statistics of India also in different time periods. In my previous class, I gave you the population size. So according to the different census here, when was the first census was conducted in India? 1870. It was 1872. So first census was 1872. But in India, the absolute data we have available, it was from 1891 to 1901. 1911, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 91, 2001, 2011. This is, I gave you the absolute size of the population earlier, and now it is the growth rate, or with the different time period, what was the density of population. I give you the different type of density. What do you mean by nutritional density? Nutritional density, Kaveri? डाइट के ऊपर होता है, कैसे होता है? The same I wanted to know.
Calorie intake.
Total population divided by the total area cultivated under different food grain crops. I gave it to you or not? No. While calculating the density, you should know the density. Density is basically you have the, you can say arithmetic density. Arithmetic density. Arithmetic density means total population divided by total area. So population is calculated like persons per kilometer square. This is one type of density. Another is called physiological density. Physiological density, and physiological density means total population divided by total agricultural area. Total area under agricultural crops. Further, we used to say total agricultural density. Agricultural density means it is the total population engaged in agriculture. Total population engaged in agriculture divided by the total cultivated area. Total cultivated area. This is one called agricultural density. Apart from that, we have the nutritional density. Nutritional density means total population divided by total area under food grain crops. So this is the nutritional density sometimes we use. So in India, we have higher nutritional density area where nutritional density is high, so the population density is also very high. In areas like where cash crops are there, their nutritional density is low, so the population density is low. So here if we come over to the population density, the data, of showing the population density of India with the population size, the density of India also increased accordingly. So in 1901 it was 71. It is density means arithmetic density, persons average density, persons per square kilometer area irrespective of occupation or agricultural or nutritional density. So it was 71 person per kilometer square. It was 91 and it increased to 82. Further it decreased here to 81. That's why census 1911 to 1921 is known as the Great Divide. Great Divide in Indian demography. Here population density decreased instead of increasing. Then it became 90 and 103. At the time of independence, our density was 117 to 142. It became 177. It became 216 and 267. Now in previous census 325, or it was 324, and now currently our density is 382 person per square kilometer. So our density of the population increased to 5 times, more than 5 times in the last 1 century. This is the increase, but simultaneously there is a need to mention the birth rate and the death rate in both the time periods. So here we don't have the statistics of 91. If I say birth rate means crude birth rate. You know crude birth rate? I discussed the CDR crude birth rate. Sometimes we used to say crude birth rate. Crude birth rate. Average birth rate. Number of births per 1000 population. Per 1000 population per year. That is crude birth rate. On the basis of this, if we see crude birth rate is very vague terminology. Crude birth rate in urban areas it is very low, in rural areas it is very high. Within urban areas, if we go to the slum areas, crude birth rate is very high and crude birth rate is very low in the post colonies where the educated people used to live. The planned colonies in Delhi, we have the low crude birth rate, and illegal unauthorized colonies, slums, we have the high crude birth rate. So this is all over the average birth rate. Simultaneously we have the death rates. Number of deaths per 1000 population. So that is also calculated on the basis of the different age groups, and we calculate the average life expectancy. That is in different age groups. How many people used to die in different age group? We used to construct. Suppose if I construct one. Suppose this is the age. 0 at the time of birth, the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70 and plus. This is the age in years, and this is the death rate. You can say death rate. death rate is low high. Immediately after the birth, chances of death are very high. So that's why infant mortality rate, IMR, infant mortality rate in India is very high at the time of the birth, because the newly born children have the least resistance for the adversaries. If you say the death birth rate, immediately at the time of birth there is a high chances of death. So, but it decrease rapidly once the age increase, but after a certain limit, till 30 there is no death, till 40 also, but after 40 deaths started increasing, and after 60 it increased like this. So this is a kind of J graph. But if you see the crude death rate of America or Japan or Sweden or European countries, they have least chances of death immediately after the birth. Very few chances are there. So this is a kind of U graph, you can say. But those countries have like, they have very few deaths up to the age of 60. So our deaths started going up at the age of 50. But their death started going up at the age of 60 and their average age. So this shows the higher average life expectancy. Deaths are delayed deaths are. So up to people used to survive up to the age of 100 and more than 100. So 90 plus are the common deaths. But in India, majority of deaths are between 70 to 80. So our average life expectancy is less. So these are the demographic parameters. That's why I thought, since we are discussing the birth rate and death rate, that's why I thought you should know the graphs. In different age groups, there are the different rates, age specific death rate. This is sometimes crude death rate. If I say death rate, or you can say CDR, crude death rate. This is CBR, crude birth. Crude death rate means average of all the age groups. But this is not fair. In different age groups we have the different death rate. So that is, sometimes we used to say age specific death rate, ASDR, age specific death rate in different age groups. Age groups means 0 to 5, different death rates. 5 to 10, different death rate. 10 to 15 decreases. 15 to 20 decreases. 20 to further 20, 30, 40 is almost nil and negligible. Because in this age, the young or the youthful age, man develop the resistance to the adversaries of the climate and environment and all kind of, and he remains healthy. This is the prime time of their life. So after 40 he started decreasing the resistance, but 50, 60 the number of deaths started increasing, and after 60 chances of deaths are higher, 70 further higher, 80 further higher, 90 further higher, and after 100 all the time there are the chances of death. So this is that is called age specific death rate, number of deaths in different age groups. But when we calculate the CDR, CDR is average of all. On the basis of that CDR, we calculate the average life expectancy. Average life expectancy, sometimes we used to say average life expectancy. So for this, there is to study the pyramids, population pyramid is a kind of necessity. We should study the population pyramid of different states of India and different countries of the world, and of different time period. Average, if there is a village in any part of the country, in 1 year how many deaths have taken place? Suppose if I say 5 deaths have taken place in a so first death, it was the death of newly born baby. 1 साल की एज थी उसकी, 1 साल का भी नहीं हुआ था, फिर हम उसको 1 साल लिख देते हैं. से 1 month baby. Second death, it was 60 years old person. This was the 60 years age. Third death, it was 90-year age. The person's age death, the third person died in a village in 1 year, 1 calendar year. And the fourth death, it was a 5-year child. 5. Sixth death, it was a young lady of say 35 years. Suppose. What is the total? So you can say sigma n divided by sigma x divided by n. So what is the this is n is 5. N is 5. What is the total? 1. अरे भाई इसको तो कैलकुलेट मत करो. 10 0 10 16 90. ठीक है. 190 डिवाइडेड बाई 5 कितना हो गया? Approximately what is the average life expectancy at that particular time in that village where 5 deaths have taken place in 1 year? It is not important how many births have taken place. उस टाइम कितने साल एवरेज लोग जिए, on the basis of this we calculate the average life. ऐसे नहीं है कि उसमें 90 साल का कोई नहीं डेथ हुआ. There was a 90-year-old person was also, but a newly born was also died. So this is a young age child, and the 60 years is substantially old age. So all type of people, it means if the deaths should be on higher age groups. Now we determine the gender based death rate, how many males and how many females died in a year. So females have higher average life expectancy. Not only in India, everywhere in the world, females have higher average life expectancy. Like they are having 1 to 2 year more average life than the male partners. Why it is so? Can you give some idea कि ऐसा क्यों होता है? नीरज? This is not fair. नहीं पता एकदम बोलना सीख लो बेटे. How to respond to the teacher? You are a NCC cadet, young man. नहीं पता क्या तरीका है? नहीं पता. असित, महिलाएं ज्यादा दिन क्यों जीती हैं पुरुषों से? ओके, ऐसा कुछ होता है? कहीं प्रूव तो नहीं है. इट इज नॉट प्रूवन. बीमारियों को ज्यादा बर्दाश्त करने की कैपेसिटी है महिलाओं में, ऐसा तो नहीं है.
So they are more prone to the male members are more prone to the outer environment as compared to the female.
Yes, yes. Actually, we are basically we have classified we have divided the assignments. Jobs are given to division of the labor on the basis of the gender. महिलाएं घर में काम करेंगी, पुरुष बाहर काम करेंगे. So people who are doing outside job, they are open with the adversities of the climate. And then females are living in a uniform, equitable climate around the year. This is the basic reason, the only reason. Second reason is in India particularly, this applies only in India, that male are the treated as, considered as the bread earner. भाई खाना तो कहीं से कमा के लाना किसकी ड्यूटी है? मेल पार्टनर की. So he has to go, he used to live in more economic burden. He remains always a burdensome for more and more money, while females are doing indoor activities and they are homogeneous all the time, working in homogeneous conditions. Males are working in heterogeneous conditions all the time. They are exposed to the heterogeneity of the people, of the heterogeneity of climate and the work conditions. So this is the reason all over the world, this is basically the average life expectancy. So here I wanted to share some of the death rate and birth rate of India the crude birth rate and crude death rate of India. If you see, it is necessary to write, and with the help of this you can construct the a graph of the demographic transition of India. Of this it is not available, but it is 49, 48, and births decline here, and 46 births are declining rapidly, 45, 40, this is 40, number of 40 births per 1000 population, that is called CBR, crude birth rate. Then 42, 41, this is 38, 30, rapidly declined, and 26, and now it is 23. So in 10 year decadal per 1000 population, these are the number of births in per 1000 population in per decade, because this data is based on the decadal birth rate, and the birth rate here, it was deaths were 43 here. Births are this, deaths were this, so growth rate would be high. It was 47. It was deaths 47, 36, then 31, 27, 23, 19, 15, it is 10, 9, now it is 7.5, only 7.5 deaths. This is average, so here number of deaths, you can see in the demographic transition we are decreasing, it was almost equal. In 1921 census, during Great Divide, both births and deaths were almost equal. But here deaths record declined rapidly because we applied medical technology. Large number of people in India shifted to urban areas for medical security during and before independence. And though in India most of the urban areas were evolved for religious purposes, we had the religious urban centers, Haridwar, or the Banaras, or the Madurai, or the Ujjain. So these were the religious temples, religious places, and the people came to the. So first urbanization in India evolved for religious purposes, later for medical security, educational security. So medical means whatever the medical technology came, urban centers remain the center of the diffusion of technology, diffusion of innovations, diffusion of medical facilities. कोई भी दवाई आएगी, मेडिसिन आएगी, पहले सिटीज में आएगी, और सिटीज में भी बड़े सिटीज में आएगी. Then it will go to the rural area. So nowadays the diffusion of innovations, the speed is very fast. 50 years ago this speed of diffusion was very slow. आज तो कोई नया मेडिसिन, if a new medicine is introduced in the to control the cancer disease, एक कोई नई दवा आती है तो एक महीने में पूरे इंडिया के हर कॉर्नर के डॉक्टर के पास होगी वो मेडिसिन. Whether a doctor is in Leh city, or a doctor in Jorhat city, or a doctor in Porbandar city, or a doctor in Tirunelveli city, every corner of the country within 1 month that medicine will remain available to the doctors. So how fast this technology is. So but earlier it was not. So earlier only medical technology was concentrated in urban areas, so people were rushing to the urban areas for their medical security. That's why we controlled the death rate. So here it was almost same, but at the time of independence in 1951, it was 27, it was 40. And today it is almost 7 and it is still very high. Birth is very high. So we have the large population birth rate. Now on the basis of this, we have, I gave you the absolute figure of the population of absolute size of the population. क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हैं? What was the population of India during 1901? 23.83. This is in crore. Then further
25.25.
25.2. Then
25.12.
25.1. घट गया. So population decreased. Then in 31, 27.89. Then further 30.86. Then further. So this is very important. At the time of independence, our population was approximately 36 crore. And 61, 43.92. Then 71, 44, 54, right. 54.81. And 81, 68.38. And 91, yeah, 84.43. Then 102 होगा approximately. Okay, and now 121. So this is how the population increased. On the basis of this, we can calculate the population growth rate, the decadal population growth rate. Or should I write here only the decadal population growth rate? This is very important statistics. Decadal population growth rate in 10 years, how the population increased. So this is, it was in 1911, it was plus and minus. I'm writing plus 5.75%, and but here it was minus 0.31. So this decline was in decimal, but decline was there. And further it was approximately 11. Sorry, it was plus 11. And it is in percent. You can calculate with the help of this statistics. Population of base year and how many increased. So with the help of this we can calculate the percentage. And then further 11, then it was 14.22%. Then it was plus 13.31%. And at the time of independence, our population growth rate was 21.51%. And then it was 21 was in 1951 it was 13 point, so this is the one. And 61 it was like this. So in 71 it was 24.80. And in 81 it was 24.66, and in 91 it was 23.50, and this is 21.34, and currently we are having 17.64%. ये डेटा आपको रटने की जरूरत नहीं है, need not to mug them up, but this statistics is very important. For every geographer, we should know how the population has increased and what are the pattern of the growth rate. So it was the fluctuating growth rate, 5% to minus to 11, 14, it is 24.8. It was the maximum. So population growth rate, if you construct the